Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Wait a minute, bro.
What's going on, man?
You're doing everything all wrong over here, bro.
What am I doing wrong?
Look at you. You don't even look the part. You
What do you
really
mean?
don't even look the freaking part.
What do you mean, man? I'm just trying to work out.
You're not even wearing a sleeveless shirt to the gym. Everybody knows if you wear a sleeveless shirt to the gym, you lift 10 times more weight. Everybody knows that.
Is that science?
I think. Come here.
Dude.
No, I can't have
What?
this.
What's
Get-
going on? What the? Oh my god! Oh shit!
The other side.
Oh shit!
Yeah! Yeah! Now you look good to go. Now you look ready.
How much can I lift now?
You know what? You're not even done yet. Wait.
Okay. Oh fuck. Okay.
This is from my personal collection, my own gym bag.
All right. Why does it smell like that?
Don't worry about it. I ask the questions.
All right. Fuck. Okay.
Don't ask the questions. Hey,
Am I done yet? Am I good?
one last thing, and then you'll be ready to lift 10 times more
Can I
weight.
lift enough yet? Is that a wristband?
My father gave me this when I was very little.
Why aren't you wearing it?
It doesn't fit me anymore, but I want you to have it.
I just met you, but okay.
Yeah, it stinks really bad. I didn't really want it anymore.
Fuck.
It looks like it fits you really good, though.
Okay, is that all is that it?
Well, there's one last thing that I usually
One
do
more
before
thing?
This is something I personally do before every workout. Have you ever heard of, like, pre-workout?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so basically I just ingest it, through the nasal cavity.
Well, I already took some through my mouth.
Nope,
No?
that's not good enough. All these pansies think they can just get away with doing it, through the mouth, but everybody knows. Everybody knows. It really absorbs faster through your nasal cavity, right into the bloodstream.
Okay.
You want some?
No, man, I think I'll sit this one out.
More for me. Oh yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, you gotta try some of this, man.
No, dude, I think I gotta go, dude.
You sure?
I'm just gonna go home.
I'm gonna do the
I think
other
I need to go
nostril
home.
now. Oh yeah. And welcome back.
To the shittiest podcast on the internet.
I am Lonnie.
And I'm Alejandro.
Wow, you're bilingual?
Yeah, I am bilingual. Legally, I also changed my name to Alejandro.
I was gonna say because I don't think, because that is how the Spanish language works. Some names are just slightly different.
Is it?
Well, yeah. So I don't know.
Like,
if
is Alexander really Alejandro in Spanish, or is it just Alexander?
I don't think they would. How would they say Alexander? Because the way the Spanish alphabet works, it can get a little wonky with some letters.
Well-
Someone named
Well, that's kind of like how any other language would say, right?
Well, someone named Hector in
Yeah.
America is named Hector, technically, because you don't say the H. Hector.
Did you just make that up?
I swear to God, they don't pronounce the H.
All right.
Their
Well,
J's make their H sounds.
on the topic of Spanish and different languages, we're gonna watch some clips.
I don't know if those two things go hand in hand.
They don't, but we're gonna start this podcast off right, and we're gonna pop some clips that I found. Lonnie hasn't seen them yet, but I found them. We're gonna react to them together, and I just kind of wanted to, see how you felt about it.
I would love. I've not seen these clips, and I hope I haven't at all anywhere. So I don't know how viral they are, the ones that you're showing me, but I hope I haven't seen any of them.
I'm gonna pop these up on the screen as well, by the way. So, first one here. This might be my fucking favorite. Okay?
Demon. The title is "Demon Causing Autism Leaves Kid."
Exactly.
Hashtag Jesus. Hashtag faith. Hashtag deliverance. Hashtag demon. Hashtag Bible. Hashtag Victory.
Victory.
Victory against the autism demons. That's already the title itself's already wild.
Now, listen, just expose what's just experience this video, okay? Just completely just experience it, okay?
Watching it live, straight up.
It had a demon that was causing him to have autism. Watch this.
I break every generational curse in Jesus' name. Off of you, off of your family, off of him now. And I detach him from autism and every diagnosis put upon him. And I declare on 3, every spirit attached to which she renounced, every spirit of autism and mental sickness must leave in Jesus' name. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I leave. What just happened?
I don't know what just happened. Jesus just set you free, honey. Jesus just set you free.
So, you know what's funny about that?
Not much.
No, but
The
you
funny
know
part
you-
is
no, no, no.
that poor child thinks he doesn't have autism anymore.
No, you know what's so what's crazy about that, right? This fucking kid is fucking autistic, and he is the most intelligent
Person there.
and most in touch with reality person that's in that fucking
He
in that
straight up
circle.
asked him, "What the fuck just happened?" He's like, "What just happened?"
He was.
He's
You know
like,
what's
"What is
crazy
wrong
is
with
he
you
had
guys?"
he had the presence of mind enough to be like, oh fuck, they're not gonna let this go.
Ugh,
Oh,
I'm okay. You know, it's like
Jesus set you free, and he's so clearly,
nothing changed.
yeah, absolutely nothing.
No offense to
fucking
the
changed.
child, not a single thing about him changed. He didn't just morph into a
Isn't
fucking...
that funny that people really believe though that worked? Like, what kind of
You know-
person do you have to be?
a religious person, and that's like that's the crazy part where religion comes in. It's like some people are so blinded by their religion and their faith that they think something like that works, where something, it's not like it's a common cold, it's not like he's like fucking, you know, he's literally autistic, and they go, it's just a demon, son, we shall banish him from your body in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name, amen. And now he's cured, apparently. It makes zero sense medically, scientifically, but to these fucking insanos, that's like the best treatment you can get. The
Yeah,
treatment
and
of
you
God.
know what's crazy is like, I wonder what kind of person I'd have to be to, you know, to think that Jesus would really cure this kid's autism.
I think it's almost sad in a way, because you'd have to be so beat up by life to even think that that's even a possibility. You know?
She was like, Jesus set you free. He was like, what just happened?
What?
And
I
then the
don't
mom
even-
falls to the floor like, oh God.
Do you believe that? Like,
She clearly had.
he goes, Mom, what the fuck are you on the ground for?
What do you call a coffee with a with some alcohol in it in the morning? Irish
Coffee?
Isn't that what it is? I think that's what it is. So she clearly had a little
Throw
bit too
of
much
Kahlua
fucking
in that bad boy.
Smirnoff in her fucking coffee. But on to the next clip, nonetheless. This one's just fucking badass, and I wanted to show it to you.
Oh, you know, I saw this and I didn't finish watching the video. I just saw him do that and then scrolled for some reason.
You see it?
I don't know why, but it looked kind of
Now you gotta wipe
badass.
your hands when you shoot something like this.
That's not a pistol.
That's a
50 cal
fucking.
I think we can both agree that
More
we've...
chopping than the
God
ones shooting
damn,
one hand.
dude.
You
That's
gotta
a
shoot something
fucking
like this.
sniper
I want another shot.
without the
Yeah, that's
scope.
I need another shot. That was nothing. I need another shot.
You don't do that if you're loading a pistol. You don't. Look at that shit.
One more time. I got one right here.
That's mine.
Give him
That's
one
ours.
more.
Ready. Give me one more. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, I like this,
That
y'all.
would be lots of
I
fun.
like this, y'all. I like
Shooting
this.
guns already.
Bam!
Shooting guns is already
To my
fun as
little
shit.
friend.
shooting a 50 cal pistol.
Hell, I like this gun.
Fucking call-
I
it looks
like
like a
this
rifle.
one, dog. Oh,
That's
I
a
like
small
this.
rifle. That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
looks like a
You
fucking
see it, y'all?
rocket launcher.
Have you shot a gun before?
Story time.
Story time.
You want to know something so fucking funny? The first time I shot a gun, I was in West Virginia with my grandpa,
Nice.
and his name is Lane.
How old were you?
I was fucking 9.
That's about the same age I was.
So I was 9 years old, and anybody who doesn't know anything about West Virginia, it's funny, right? Because I have a mom who's Caucasian, or whatever you want to call it. She's white, and my dad is Puerto Rican. So I was with my mom's side of the family. In West Virginia, there's pretty much
the white side.
Yeah.
In layman's terms, the white side of the family.
The white side. And in West Virginia, there's pretty much nothing but trees, alcohol, and inbreds.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
nice diverse population.
Yeah. So essentially what this was, I was with my grandpa Lane and my uncle Dale. So
Are either of them
already.
Are either of them inbreds? If you don't mind me asking, if it's not.
No, they're not, but I wouldn't be surprised if some of those
But you know they're
cousins that I
you know
have
they exist
down
around
there. Oh, dude.
They're out and about.
Fucking
Up
yeah.
in the WV.
Up in WV. So essentially, we go up this dirt road of a hill to my Uncle Dale and my Aunt Dreama's house. I'm with my grandpa.
Yeah, Dreamer. I remember.
And they're like, all right, got nothing better to do. Alex, you want to shoot your first gun? I was like 9 years old. I was like, fuck yeah. I didn't say fuck yeah, but I was like, heck yeah, I want to shoot my first gun. And they were like, all right then. So they give me a 20 revolver. I'm pretty sure it was like a 22 caliber revolver, so it didn't have any kick to it.
Yeah. Normal 22. I got you.
And they give it to me, and I was like, all right then. I fucking grab it, and I'm aiming like this, right down the middle, and my uncle, my Grandpa Lane's here, my Uncle Dale's right here, and I take a step back.
Oh my god.
And I aim it, and both of them just kind of like are like standing there with their hands crossed, like looking in the distance, waiting for me to shoot it. And they look back, and my little ass is like 3 feet behind them. They're like, "Oh shit!" And then they're like, both like disperse. And I was like, "Oh fuck, what was I supposed to?"
Was I supposed to shoot one of them?
But it was so funny because I took a step back and I was kind of like aiming in between them, and they were afraid I was gonna fucking shoot them, obviously. So they fucking
Oh, really?
they ran.
No shit.
But yeah, I just literally, I'm pretty sure this is
almost shot your uncle and grandpa.
yeah. But also, I feel like that's totally illegal. You're not supposed to just shoot guns in the air. I don't think.
Wait, you guys weren't out of range or like even like?
Oh, this
You were
was
just-
in his front yard.
Okay, but what kind of house does he? Is he just like in a neighborhood?
No,
He's got his own isolated house.
So it's yeah. So you go up a dirt road, a winding dirt road, and then his house is just on a hill alone.
It's much more legal that way.
But I feel like it's still pretty illegal.
Still, you're probably not supposed to do it.
I just
But
started
if you
letting
just,
rounds
I mean,
off.
but if you went out front, in front of your house right now and just started letting off some rounds,
That'd be bad.
that's definitely not legal.
That's definitely not legal.
But he was okay. So he had some acres or whatever to work with,
Yeah, so he had
and
some.
that's usually like shooting it into like a big open field's usually pretty nice. You know, I've only ever been the one time, and I was like 9 as well, maybe 8. And we went to the shooting range. There's a shooting range. I think I'm not 100% sure, but it's all the way down to Decatur, I think maybe. But
There's a shooting range. Well, go ahead.
yeah, probably the one you're thinking of is
Yeah.
the one that I went to. But I went there when I was like 8, 9, and I'm there with like my dad, my grandpa, and like the rest of my brothers, right? My 3 older brothers. We're all there, and we're kind of just having a blast shooting guns, right?
As you do.
And they give me the first gun that I get to shoot, and it was a pistol, and I was like 9, dude, and they handed me a 45,
45
like a 45
caliber.
caliber pistol, right?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Bitch had some recoil on it.
It had some recoil, and they told me, keep your fucking wrists, steady or whatever. It's gonna fucking snap back on you, so be prepared. And then I basically did it. I did it good. I didn't fucking lose the pistol. I didn't kick back and hit me in the face or anything.
Right.
Although it would have made for a much better story.
If it broke your nose.
I will say, for some odd reason, something that I thought was fun to do that day was catching the casings as they came out of the gun. Yeah, they were burning hot.
Yeah, you try to catch them?
Yeah, before they hit the ground. Because I thought I was like, oh. I thought I was cool doing it.
You're like, oh.
Ow! It burned my hand every time. It was me and Crit, and then we would just like pick up, like, if there was like a super big casing, we would pick that one up off the ground. And they were usually all still pretty warm, right?
Yeah.
'Cause they're usually freshly shot. So, yeah, we basically were just like collecting shell casings the whole day. And I only really shot, and then I did shoot a .22 rifle.
Okay.
Right? And that was fine. Not really much kick on it. And I don't think I hit any targets, honestly.
Yeah.
But I was like 9, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not going to be no fucking John Wick first time picking up a gun. Literally, right? Like, that's just not how it works.
it's not possible.
Do you have guns now? Do you own any guns?
I don't, but the world's a crazy place. I really do need to.
You might get one soon.
I need to go. On the topic of guns, civil rights. This is my favorite fucking clip I'm about to show you.
Oh, okay.
It might be my favorite clip of all time.
Really?
And this is no exaggeration.
This is exciting
You've
now.
Probably seen this.
All right, that's fair.
Have you seen this?
I don't believe so.
Are you ready?
Still, any attempt to restrict drinking and driving here is viewed by some as downright undemocratic.
It's kind of getting communist when a fella can't put in a hard day's work, put in 11, 12 hours a day, and then get in your truck and at least drink 1 or 2 beers.
They're making laws where you can't drink when you want to. You have to wear a seatbelt when you're driving.
This lady literally has a small
Pretty soon we're
child in the
becoming
front
this
seat as well
country.
when she's talking like this.
Did
She
you
has
hear
a
it?
small
She was
child.
like,
Pretty soon we're gonna be communist country.
Communist
She
country.
goes-
Communist
she goes-
country because they said, and I quote, they tell us when we use our seatbelts.
You have to wear a seatbelt when you're driving.
gotta wear a seatbelt when you're driving. Can't drink a couple
I mean,
beers.
I'll tell you what.
We're becoming a communist country.
Did you just tell me to buckle up for my safety? I think not, you communist.
You just told me I can't. The first guy fucking just cracks me up because he's just like,
I'm working 11, 12 hours a day. I at least get to get in my car and drink 1 or 2 beers before I head home.
you know what's crazy though is before whenever that was the 80s, they could drink and drive.
There was no.
It wasn't illegal.
There was no limit either. Like
No.
they just would do it.
Yeah, but they're like, it's so funny because it's like, yeah, like you should wear your seatbelt and not drink and drive. But they're like,
Well, if you tell me that
Can't-
you're a communist, if you tell me that you're a communist,
I can't, get off 12 hours a hard working day and get a couple beers in me, and now they're just telling me I gotta wear my seatbelt.
you're telling me I gotta wear my seatbelt and I can't smoke meth in my car.
You telling me I can't get a good crack rock in my nose and drive without my seatbelt and throw back a bear after a hard 12 days of work? I'm telling you what, this country's going to shit.
Next thing you're gonna tell me that I can't go home and fuck my sheep, and that's a problem. I mean, geez, you're gonna get on me about every little thing.
Every little thing going on around there.
What I do with my sheep is my business and mine only. God damn it, you communist!
Can't get off work, shoot my pistol in the air when I'm going 50 down to 25, and
All I was doing was shooting the signs on the way home. I don't understand.
that's
what
all
the
I
problem
was
is.
doing.
Yeah, so
With
it was
my
a different
cousin
time.
Billy.
It was a
It
different
was
time.
a
back
different
then.
time, dude.
That's it was a time when my dad was growing up.
Yeah, the 80s.
He was about he was born in 65. So very literally that late 70s to early 80s period was like his heyday of 16 to 20.
Yep.
He came out to Vegas at about I think he was 18 or 19 but
Okay.
when he was still in town, like one of the last straws that made his parents like kick him out to go to Vegas, he got in trouble. He was driving home
Okay.
drunk, and he crashed the car.
The family car?
Yeah.
Oh
It
shit.
was a family car. I think it was a truck. I don't think it was like totaled, but like it was like stuck in a ditch kind of, so it had to get like towed out or whatever.
Where did he live?
Richmond, Indiana.
Really?
Yeah.
Richmond, Indiana.
Richmond, Indiana. Right down the street from French Lick.
French Lick?
Where
I'll
Larry,
tell
where
you.
Larry Bird was born.
That's fucking why. This motherfucker, man.
Come on, dude. My dad was from Indiana. I gotta love Larry Bird.
Well,
That was just like a thing.
I was born in Cleveland.
So you love big black cock.
No, LeBron was born.
You love LeBron. Well, I technically wasn't wrong.
Technically.
I technically was not wrong. But he got in trouble because he crashed and he had to spend the night. And in his town, they called it the drunk tank. If you got in trouble drinking and driving, or if you were just too hammered or whatever driving home, they could tell, and they wouldn't like get mad at you. He said,
Really?
they would just be like, "Oh, Dave, drinking again."
Dave, come on, man. You
What?
get.
Because his
You had one too many beers, huh?
'cause his
Going on
father's-
in a drunk tank.
his father's name was Lonnie, right?
Uh-huh.
So he goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell Lonnie about this one. I'm
My-
gonna
okay,
have to.
so
I'm
let's-
gonna have to let him know."
Let's play this out. So you're your dad, and I'm the sheriff.
Okay.
So go ahead. You're driving down the freeway. You get in a ditch.
Fucking terrible accident. Oh
Terrible
my God.
accident.
I hop out of the car.
I'm like, oh my God, hey.
Shit.
What was your dad's name?
Dave.
Dave, oh my God, man, you all right?
Deputy Dan.
You
It's
gotta
me.
slow your words.
Oh, that's right.
You just fucking drunk.
Deputy Dan. It's me,
Oh
Dave.
my God,
Hey.
Dave, what's going on?
There was a unicorn in the road, man.
There was a unicorn and
Well, some sort of creature in the road, and
What kinda-
I swerved out to the side, and I almost hit him.
Oh my God.
I almost killed
Is
the
it
son
all
of a
right?
bitch. Well, I'm not. I missed him.
Well, is it okay? Well, so the animal's okay then.
The unicorn, yeah.
The unicorn's all right then. All right. Wait a minute. Unicorns only live in Nebraska. Everyone knows
shit.
that. Everyone, you're
you got
drunk,
me.
ain't you?
You got me.
Yeah,
You
one
got
too
me,
many
Deputy
bears
Dan.
on you.
Oh, shit.
Are you gonna have to come with me? You're gonna have to get spend the night in a drunk tank.
No, not the drunk tank.
You're gonna have to spend the night. I
Don't
don't make the
tell-
rules.
Just don't tell my daddy. Don't tell Lonnie.
I'm gonna have to tell Lonnie about this, man.
Oh my God! Please, man, he's gonna kill me. It's a family truck.
I know, but listen, someone's gonna have to pick you up from the drunk tank, and I ain't taking you home. I got a wife and kids, and I got some beer to drink after work. Get
you can't
home.
Just let me go. You can't just let me go.
What are you gonna do?
One
Fucking,
time.
you know, run home? 25 miles out.
I guess you're right.
I don't know how the fuck you got there.
Unicorns, man. I'm
Fucking
telling
god
you.
damn it. I swear they only live in Nebraska. But
yeah, basically.
isn't that crazy? Like they really just raw dogged life in the 70s and the 80s.
But that's the thing. He didn't get a ticket. He didn't get in trouble. He literally just had to spend the night in jail. Not even in a mean way. Like not even in a bad way. Like you're just gonna sober up, son, and then you can leave in the morning.
You got to sober up before you drive again.
But it's like fucking.
Isn't that crazy?
Like that's all it was, just like a verbal warning.
Now
and
it's like you're going to jail for 3 to 10 years.
A verbal warning and a
Well,
sleepover.
actually, how long do you, if you actually cause some havoc, then you're going to jail for a long
If you
time.
cause some accidents or some havoc, yeah, you're going to jail.
But if you just get a DUI, I think they
if you
just
just
let you
get a-
out if you get bail, right?
no, if you get a DUI,
Do you actually have to spend time?
you can bail out. It's usually not too expensive, and you can bail out. Obviously, depending on how fucked up you were, or if you'd actually like caused any damages or whatever. But it doesn't cost too much to bail him out, honestly. And then after you do that, you just kind of go home. And I've never been to jail though. I know someone who has, but I'm gonna leave that to discretion. I'm gonna leave them anonymous for now.
So, well, yeah, obviously you've never been in jail. You know what's crazy is like
But you just get that DUI or whatever, and You'll have to
what
go
you
to
got,
court
what
in
you
like 60 days or whatever, and they'll check on you.
Well,
But nothing real. Like, you don't really, unless like it's a Henry Ruggs situation.
oh my God, man! That I seen a video of that. You seen the video of that?
It's a real shame, dude. And
That was
and
actually really fucking sad.
It's terrible because it's not like he killed somebody, right?
While drinking and driving.
While drinking and driving.
Speeding. He was going fucking like an absurd fucking.
I think it was 156 miles an hour.
That's fucking insane.
Dude, I know.
Not on a freeway.
I know not to go 156 when I'm sober. So I don't know. Even when I'm fucked up, I know not to go 156.
Right.
So I don't know what. And that's the thing.
It's like it wasn't even on a fucking freeway. It wasn't even on a freeway. If he was going 156 on a freeway, I'd have been like, I might be able to see it. But if you're going 156 on a fucking street, what do you think's gonna happen? People are turning and shit.
There's cars there, motherfucker.
You're gonna fucking blast into someone.
Yeah, no, it's honestly a tragedy, right? He didn't only end that person's life; he ended his own life, right? He might as well have died in that accident.
Yeah. Well, because what's crazy is he's only gonna get 3 to 10, is what they're saying. Years.
Yeah, but
let's say because you know what's crazy.
Yeah, but being a little millionaire to spending 3 to 10 behind bars, you don't get another. He's not getting another chance in the NFL after that.
But you know what's crazy about that? Yeah, but you know what's crazy about that is he probably does have a couple $1 million in the bank, and guess what? He's gonna spend. Let's say he gets sentenced to 10 years. He gets out on 7 good time. He's gonna be 30 years old. He fucking killed somebody. And like, yeah, even fucked up, I know not to go 150.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you insane? On a street.
That's the shit I don't understand. It's like you're just bad at drunk driving. People do it all the time, every day, and it's not good. But they're not going 156 in their fucking Corvettes, man.
Yeah, that you're right.
They're fucking day drinking at the bar, and then they
go
fucking
home.
drive home in their little fucking, whatever fucking car it is, just the most average car you could think of. They're not
This
in
is off
Lambos
such
and
a bad topic.
They're not in Lambos and Corvettes, man.
We got 2 more clips to watch, but I gotta put. Have you seen the Bill Burr clip?
Which one?
What are you talking about that?
Oh,
we gotta watch it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have.
Dude,
but
this
it's
clip.
just like, it's just like
it's not right.
You're not. No, you don't drunk drive because you shouldn't do it. It's not safe. It's stupid every time. But if you are gonna drunk drive, you don't go 150 fucking 6.
You drive home fucking scared as shit like the rest of us.
You can't try to drive normal. You just fucking hit speed racer and you fucking go. Like, I don't know what Henry was thinking. Like, if I'm in a Corvette too, I'm fucking driving that thing 20 home. I'm driving that thing 20 miles per hour trying to get back to my house.
This is fucking funny. Drunk driving. This is fucking hilarious.
How many times have you driven out to a bar going, I'm just going to have one, all of a sudden you had like 11, right? And you're hammered, and you're thinking, but you're responsible. You're drunk, but you're responsible. You're like, God damn it, I drove my car here tonight. God damn it, I'm driving it home, all right? I'm not going to burden this place of business by taking up a parking space in this completely empty parking lot for the next 6 hours. I am not advocating drinking and driving, but I will tell you, there's nothing better than when all your friends and family know you're hammered. There's nothing better than that walk to the car. It's incredible. Women are screaming, people tearing at your clothes. You feel like you're in the Beatles. Oh my God, no! Stop! And you're like, no autographs!
That's it's so
funny.
Fucking funny, but
so
it's not right, okay?
Don't
but
drink
it's
and
fucking
drive.
Funny.
But no, seriously, don't drink and drive. But at the end of the day, don't go 156 if you're gonna do it either.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
come
like
on, man.
there's
that's just
smart
ridiculous.
and dumb ways to do everything. And if you're gonna be stupid and drunk drive, you might as well be smart while you're being stupid.
Well, you know what I will say though.
What?
These like people who are that young and are essentially like on the top of the world, like Henry Ruggs, right? Like if he didn't do that and somehow he skated away with not getting in trouble. Realistically, like, you know, he's like, even then, like right now when he did that, he's on top of the world. He's only like what? He's like early 20s, 24, 25, some shit. You know, it probably is a unreal feeling being like, oh, I'm the fucking man. I got millions of dollars. I'm famous. I fucking got the nice cars, the chains, and everything everyone dreams about. I'm like the shit, and thinking you can just do whatever the fuck you want.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that's what led to him just being like, probably blasting music.
Man, I catch touchdowns in the NFL. I can drive home.
Drunk and going 150.
That's what I'm saying. It's like driving drunk is one thing, but driving drunk
and going
and speeding at 150 plus.
It's
insane. Like, are you on a NASCAR track
on a regular surface street?
And we live in Vegas, so we know exactly what the streets are laid out like.
Yeah, they're not.
Why in the fuck are you driving that fast?
Yeah, why are you driving that fast?
Because I'm driving 40 sometimes, and I feel like my brakes can't keep up. Like deadass, like I'm like, and I fucking get 2 inches behind the car, and I'm like, fucking stop. And then fucking he's going 156. It's just like it does not compute mentally.
Well,
alcohol does not make you that stupid, does it?
No, but also the crazy thing about going 150, no matter how good your fucking brakes are, you're not stopping. You're not fucking stopping,
dude. It's a fucking accident waiting to happen if you're doing that sober.
Yeah.
You can't do that sober. It's too fast for a normal street.
And throw the reaction time is slowed because you're drunk.
And because it's bad enough doing that, going that fast regardless. That's the real problem.
Yeah,
he was going 150.
Yeah.
If he was going 30 and crashed into a stop sign, who gives
By
a
the way,
fuck?
anyone who doesn't know, I don't even think we even prefaced that whole little rant about Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs was a wide receiver for the Las Vegas Raiders, and he was actually probably your best fucking receiver at the time.
He was really good, man. He was one of the better ones on our team, if not the
Him
best
and Derek
receiver.
Carr have plenty of highlights where Henry Ruggs just does a streak down the fucking
straight
field.
line and air that bitch out. And he was good at it, right? He was a great fucking receiver.
Fast as fuck.
But yeah, that was also his downfall.
Yeah.
Fast as fuck, you know, and it's
and
it's a real shame because I was a big fan, right? I was a super big fan, but then it's really hard to come back from that.
No, you can't. He ended up hitting someone going 150 down a surface street in a Corvette and murdered somebody.
I think it was her dog too. I think her dog died as well. So he killed somebody's dog as well.
He should get 10 more years for that.
And that's not funny, but it's funny how we care more about dogs than people.
No, I think he should get whatever it would be to. Well, because you couldn't even do like a first degree murder with that because it's like second degree if it's not premeditated. I think, right? It's like second degree murder if you just like happen to kill somebody with doing whatever, like in a spur of the moment.
Oh my god, dude! I was in an accident once, and I thought I didn't think I killed somebody, but after the accident happened, I was like, oh my god, what if I did kill somebody on accident? Like, what if somebody was just walking down the street when that crash happened and my car hit them? You know what I mean? It's like that kind of shit is crazy to think about.
Life is crazy, dude. Cars are fucking murder vehicles.
Literal rolling weapons.
Yeah.
I don't understand why we made so many of them, and I don't understand why we keep making them like bigger, faster, stronger.
Yeah.
When the fuck do we need? Why does any of our cars designed to go up to 150 miles an hour?
Well, I'm gonna be honest, dog. Like, even if
when do we need to go 150 miles an hour? When are we on ever? When are you on a NASCAR track with your vehicle?
But I'm gonna be honest,
never
dog,
needs to go that fast.
Even if you're going 60 and you hit someone,
oh, they're dead.
You're dead. Like, you could really die from that. Just 50.
Yeah,
going 100%.
But because that's how fucking dangerous they are.
Yeah.
But instead, we make them up to we make cars that go up to 150.
We go 200.
200 because we're stupid.
All right, last clip that we're gonna do, and then we'll move on. Is this one? I just think it's kind of interesting.
Can you fight? Hell yeah. You can fight? Yeah, I was a boxer. You think you can take me on? Bitch, I can take you any fucking day. Don't play with me. Hey, can I take him? Hey, Ben, can I take him? He said, can I fight? No, it's easy. Bro, come on. We ain't running that. Can you fight? I can. You think you can take me on?
As humble as possible, maybe.
Okay, you know what I like about this? So, the first guy.
It's an interesting.
Is a fucking idiot, obviously. Not an idiot.
I'd fucking lay you out, bro.
Bro,
I boxed for 7 years.
You fucking kidding me? Box.
Registered weapons, dog.
Registered weapons. I'll fucking lay your ass fucking out. All right?
Yeah, the quiet, the humble guy. That blonde dude.
The blonde dude would have murdered him.
7 black belts.
Yeah. Yeah. No, right. That's what's funny.
That's the people you got to worry about. The quiet ones, the fucking calm ones.
The calm ones.
Bro, no, there ain't no fucking SEAL. There's nobody in SEAL Team 6 that punches holes in the wall when they get angry.
Exactly.
Okay?
And you know what's funny? You know what's funny about that?
You know what I mean?
Like, that's the kind of guy who's talks that he's the kind of guy who gets in a street fight and gets knocked the fuck out. Like talking all that like, oh, you fucking kidding me? Bitch, don't play with me. Like, come on, buddy.
Even if you did box, I don't respect you now.
Yeah.
Because that's how you talk.
Well, even if
I don't respect you because you sound like a fucking loser. You know?
It's like it's one of those things where I don't know, like that big guy clearly would have fucking murdered that little kid who asked him the question.
But he goes as humble as possible. Maybe right? Because I don't know what that little guy can do. Even as a big person, even if I do know all these black belts and shit, you don't know what anybody can do.
Exactly.
So for that guy to just be like, bro, you'd never take me, dude. Quit like, you're an idiot.
Crazy.
Because if he knows, 6 different fucking types of jiu-jitsu, he's going to fuck you up.
Right.
Because if he just fucking snakes your punch, infiltrates, take him down.
Yeah. Well, I just think that's an interesting like when you're trying to see because you know how he turned and immediately asked his friend, "You think I could take him?"
I could beat this dude's ass, right?
Like he's seeking validation.
Exactly.
Is the thing. It's crazy, but yeah, I just thought we would kind of
well, because that's like the 2 different kinds of dudes, right? There's like your humble, like calm, collected dudes, and then there's like the douchey, frat bro kind of douchey dudes.
Yeah.
But like, I would much rather be the second guy than the first guy. Because
100%.
Even if you did box and all that shit, when you talk like that, it just makes you look so fucking stupid.
So fucking stupid, dude.
When you're, dude,
I'd beat your ass, dude. Come on.
And then you go and run to your little buddy. Hey, I'd kick this guy's ass, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, dude.
It's seeking validation. It's just weird. It's kind of like, yeah, you do sound like, and he looks like a fucking tool. That guy looks like a fucking tool. But
I bet that guy also sees red too when he gets angry.
He sees red and just fucking.
You don't want to mess with me, bro. I see red when I get angry.
You don't want to fuck with me, dude. When I get angry, bro, it's over.
It's not pretty for
done,
anybody.
Dude. It's fucking over. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I feel like it's always interesting. Isn't it funny, like how Vine created this big ass world of now every platform has like a Vine,
and it's so funny too because Vine was 7 seconds.
Vine was 7 seconds.
No more, no less.
No more,
maybe,
no less.
Maybe less, but usually never less. But
and now it's like
1 to 3 minutes. Yeah. It's like,
but they all have their own section, like YouTube Shorts. TikTok is basically fucking Vine.
TikTok is its own thing. Instagram has Reels.
Instagram Reels. Everything. And Snapchat's already like 10 seconds.
Yeah, Snapchat's in itself the same formula, right? And I don't know. I mean, I wish it wasn't like that. We've evolved into a way like all of our information and all of our media is such short form. We just want to see the headline, hear the headline, give me like a sentence
give me straight
or 2.
To the point.
No, we need more substance in our lives, man.
We do need more substance. We need more like
everyone's attention span is fried. We don't get any substance from anywhere except the fucking little videos on the screen. It's terrible.
It is terrible. We need more We need more of an attention span. I feel like shorts and things like that do honestly kill our attention span.
And it sucks because they're really entertaining.
They are. But that is the thing.
Because it shows you so many different things of so many different topics that you honestly find enjoyable. Like it'll do a podcast clip and then this fucking guy shooting a dope looking gun. And then it's fucking an informational video. And then it's another this thing. And then it's a this thing. It's addictive. Like I don't know how many times you've ever used you've ever been like on your phone at night and you accidentally click on Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts or your TikTok, and you tell yourself, "I'll just look through a couple videos," and then next thing you know,
2 hours later.
Next thing you know, you've been scrolling for an hour or two.
It happens to me all the. Especially,
it's ridiculous.
Probably people who are listening to this can fucking relate. Like it happens.
I hope.
Fucking when you go, you're laying in bed, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna like look at a couple things."
Let my brain shut off, and then
literally it's 2 hours later, and you fucking wasted 2 hours.
I know why that is. I don't know if this is scientifically the way it works, but I believe like you ever like watch a movie or a really long video and it like puts you to sleep, but if you're on TikTok or whatever, you're always I think the way it works is our brains, if we're watching like a 20-minute video and we're trying to go to sleep, you know, we're just focused on that one topic. We're not getting bombarded by 30 different videos and 30 different topics in 10 minutes, you know what I mean? Because when you're scrolling through TikTok, it'll go from something about politics to something about farts to something about, you know, comedy podcast to something about a skit to something about, you know, it's just so many. It fucks up your brain, especially right before you're trying to go to sleep, because then you're like, oh, that was cool. What's the next one? Oh, my God, that was also cool. What's the next one? And it's just a constant cycle of fucking never stopping the scroll. And it sucks because you're like, oh, my God, you know, like, why can't I stop? And that's why I've switched when I'm like if I'm like trying to go to sleep now, I won't ever if it's past 9 o'clock, I will not click on TikTok. Because if I do,
you're gonna get in a rabbit hole.
I can't escape from that fucking swipe, dude. I gotta just find a long form YouTube video, like a movie, basically, and then that'll usually do the trick.
This might be another, not necessarily a clip. I'm gonna see if I can find it, but I want to hear know what you think about this, because we've kind of talked about this, but Joe Rogan actually had a guest on his podcast recently about I don't know the guy's name, but he was he's like a scientist or some sort of famous like scientist or something, and he was talking to Joe Rogan about the possibility and the reality that's coming of quantum computers.
Oh, wow.
So essentially, I guess, and I'm not super into this, so, you know, it's going to be a little rough when I'm explaining it, but quantum computers are essentially computers that run off of atoms. I don't know how the fuck that works, but basically this guest, and I'm going to see if I can find some about it while you give me your opinion on it, but he was essentially saying that this quantum computer, because he was basically saying, like, in chemistry, for example, right? How do we figure out what drugs work and what drugs don't work and how to advance in medical technology? Well, it's trial and error. You have to see if this chemical works with this chemical and if this chemical will work with that and if this will work with that and that and that and that. And you essentially have to do it by hand with human error and human, you know, intellectual power. You know. So what he was saying is in the next like 10 to 15 years, we'll make a quantum computer and we'll probably maybe not perfect it, but in some form it'll be refined. And if that happens, all those little trials that we would have had it done by hand in chemistry or anything would be able to be in the computer's memory, and it would
just like
it would conduct in an instant.
So like all the tests that would need to be ran can just be ran like that?
Like that. And then you know the answer. And he was saying it would literally change everything. Like it would change everything, just because literally, like, you would, if you could have all the answers to all these questions and all this shit in an instant, as opposed to years of pharmaceutical research and testing, we would advance at an insane pace. And he was even saying, like...
But how does the computer know?
Don't fucking ask me.
Okay, fair enough.
I have no fucking idea.
Because that's like the one glaring thing that's just looking at me right in the face. It's like, how does the computer know if we don't program it that way? Or how does the computer know, if we combine these two things, how does it know what happens if we haven't done it already to see what happens, if that makes sense? Yeah. Like, how can we program that into the computer, into the quantum computer, if... am I making sense here?
You are making sense. Now, I'll say that I have no fucking... I don't even know how the fuck a quantum... the first, step of
like
what the fuck...
You said it runs on atoms. Like, everything is made out of atoms. So what does that even mean in and of itself? Everything's made on atoms. So what does that even mean? It runs
on fucking atoms.
Yeah, but where do you find atoms? Do you just go get a bowl of atoms from your local grocery store? No. This is atoms. This.
Exactly.
So how the fuck do you put them in a computer as like a powering mechanism? There isn't just a bowl of atoms. It's like it's a very interesting concept, but
It is
just so boxed in by how it would actually work.
So we're gonna I might have to cut some of this out, so I'll start
this is like
skipping.
a 10-minute long video.
Yeah, because it's 10 minutes long. Me and Lonnie are gonna watch it, and then we'll kind of relay it back to you guys. I put some
for accurate legal papers. It could fill out legal forms, and it's wild the capacity.
You can
that it
pass
has
the
right
bar
now.
exam that way too.
Yes.
The bar exam can be passed with a chatbot.
Yeah, it's like 98%, right? Now, here's the question. If quantum computing gets involved in AI, what are we looking at?
Well, first of all, AI is a software program. We're talking about homogenizing different kinds of essays on the web, splicing them together, and then passing it off as your latest creation. Basically, plagiarism using digital computers. It's a software question. However, quantum computers is bigger than that. Quantum computers is a hardware question where it actually increases your ability to do much more than with an ordinary digital computer.
So they just take shit from shit that already exists
and put it together and splice it together.
Yeah, but the fact that AI works that way anyways is like marvelous. Like, it doesn't make sense to my non-computer brain.
It's crazy.
That's where quantum computers can come in. Quantum computers are powerful enough to survey the entire landscape and give reasonable rebuttals to things that are just outrageous. Well, see, quantum computers are the ultimate computers because they're computing on atoms. If there are aliens in outer space, and I think there are, it means that they also have perfected quantum computers, and they can do calculations that are far beyond anything that we can calculate with. Like, for example, a wormhole. A wormhole, in principle, is a gateway between two distant points in space and time, which allows you to break the Einstein barrier and go faster than the speed of light. But the calculations are horrendous. It may take a quantum computer to sort through what happens when you go through a wormhole and wind up on the other side of the universe, and the aliens probably already have done that.
So there was something, again, I have no fucking idea, like, even to fathom how the fuck you would even make a computer computing off of atoms, which would be a quantum computer.
Mm-hmm.
But there was another segment where I watched where he was talking about more in depth about it, and he was talking like, because he's right, like he was like, the what is it called? The little thing for math where you're moving the little things to count.
Abacus.
An abacus. He said that a quantum computer is basically going to make the computer we just watched that on look like an abacus. This computer, which I'm pointing to a MacBook Air fucking M2 chip computer, he, like, at another segment, he was like, yeah, the computers, like modern time computers, like once the quantum computer is made and perfected, it's going to make that look like an abacus.
Yeah, it just doesn't, I just don't understand.
I don't either, but we're not smart enough.
Well, dude,
to
okay,
understand it.
because they say that the quantum computer is able to sort through the information that something that an AI chatbot, right? Like ChatGPT.
Well, he said that that's more of software.
Exactly.
Quantum is a hardware. That's a software that's built into like this. He was basically saying like a chat box GPT, like where they make those like essays for you, are already essays. They just filter through all of the information that's on the internet and put it into a thing.
But with the quantum, they'll be able to tell what's right and wrong.
Yeah. I don't know. But you know what's crazy?
Exactly.
You know what's crazy,
It doesn't make sense because do atoms lie? You know what I mean? Do atoms not tell the truth on purpose? It doesn't make sense.
Well, I think he was saying more specifically if a quantum computer which calculates off of atoms gets together with the chat box GPT, it could potentially make one of those end of the world scenarios where they are like, oh, computers are going to take over the world. That's where it would actually, they would have to make something so that it doesn't. In my opinion, that's crazy because he's talking about like, yeah, like to travel at the speed of light, like to break down these barriers, they're going to need something like a quantum computer that's going to be able to compute so small and so fast at the, you know, as an atom that like he was like, it's going to literally turn the science field on its head. Like it's literally going to be like, oh my God, we were literally dumb for the past thousands of years with this medicine. And when the quantum computer comes around, now, granted, the most powerful people in the world are going to be the first people to get their hands on a quantum computer. Will they use it for good?
Will they share?
Probably not. But he was also saying that it's kind of a race right now between all the different countries to see who can make the quantum computer and perfect it first.
USA, 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 USA.
Hopefully, because whoever does is going to be fucking running shit.
Yeah, dude, apparently that's like the bee's knees. Like, you want a quantum computer.
Well, yeah, because if you get a quantum computer first, like if you're the first country to get a quantum computer, even if you're the smallest country in the world, and somehow you perfected a quantum computer, you would literally, which would never happen because they don't have the right resources, but if they somehow fucking did, they would become the most powerful probably within a year because they would literally be able to have all of the answers to everything that's going to happen. Not happen, but they're going to have all the answers to everything that they need to make to be able to overthrow everyone, and they would just start fucking shit up.
I still don't understand how they'd be able to get answers out of shit that we haven't experienced or figured out already.
No fucking idea, dog. But
the atoms are going to tell us.
How do you run a computer off of atoms?
That's one of the main questions we have right now, isn't it?
No, because
what does this computer run off of?
It's basically no idea. See, I'm not smart enough to have this advanced of the conversation, but on the surface level of the conversation, he's basically saying that the computing power is going to be strong enough to give us simulated, like the trial and error of chemistry. If you put in does X chemical cure this, it's going to be able to go no, and you're going to be like no. Does X chemical do this? No. And then eventually you're going to be able to skip past 10 years of research in 10 minutes, and you're going to have the answers to be able to find the answers, to be able to find the answers, to be able to find the answers.
Well, these
of
computers are only going to matter to scientists and like world leader officials. What do we need a quantum computer for? Is the porn on a quantum computer even better?
Yes, the porn on the you should have seen the podcast. He was saying the porn on the quantum computer will make you come without touching your genitals.
We need a quantum computer.
We need a quantum computer right now. No, seriously though.
We're gonna start a GoFundMe. Please support and send us money so we can.
We need a quantum.
We can buy our own very own quantum computer. Doesn't matter what we're using it for. We'll let you guys know.
No, dude, but it's crazy because like those. It's not necessarily gonna directly affect us, but it will cure cancer. It will make us lit. You know what he was even saying? Aging, I didn't know this. Aging essentially is a failure in your genetics. Essentially, it's just your genetics and DNA is failing over time. He was even saying that anything's on the table, possibly being able to
rewrite our genetic code.
Yes, he was basically
To
saying
stay young forever.
Yeah, he was saying basically you could
ridiculous.
The
This
quantum
is sci-fi
computer
talk.
It
Alex.
is.
It's sci-fi
It is. It motherfucking is. But I don't know, dude. I feel like that's inevitable, and that's when you start to go into like that simulation theory, your fucking everything, dude. Fucking everything.
How would we be able to make a quantum? If we're already in a simulation, how would we be able to make a quantum computer that can handle its own situation?
So,
do you? That's a good question. Like, do you think, like, if we were in a simulation, do you think we'd be able to make something that can break the simulation? And if the simulation breaks, then what happens to us?
The simulation doesn't break. You go into another simulation. It's what the simulation theory is. The simulation is endless. It's a simulation inside of a simulation, inside of a simulation, inside of a simulation, inside of a simulation, inside of a simulation. What if the quantum computer is the start of our next simulation, and then we get another simulation, and then we go back to fucking cavemen and build up to the quantum computer, and when we get to the quantum computer, it's another simulation.
Every time you get to the quantum computer, the simulation restarts.
Yeah.
And you just start at a different point in the simulation?
Yeah.
So we go back to cavemen times on the next one.
Well, because essentially
then
it's like
you build the quantum computer fresh. Like, we're fucking cavemen. We build it in like 5-10 years. And then as soon as we build that, boom, new wormhole. We go somewhere else.
Dude, imagine if me and you were like the leaders of everything. We would fucking not progress.
We would do great, I think.
We would start to go degress.
Yeah, but in the good ways.
Yeah, like
we would all love each other and be happy.
We would all love each other. We'd
There
all
would
be happy.
Tons of strip clubs.
There would be strip clubs. There would be
You can drink and drive.
You can drink and drive. You don't have to wear your seatbelt.
We're not communists.
We're not communists.
We're not communists, that's for sure.
Dude, if we ran you know what? I think 2024, Lonnie and Alex, the first ever co-presidents.
We can't. I just realized.
Why?
Can't. We're not 35.
Dog.
You got to be 35 to run for president.
Dog. It's never going to happen anyways.
Well, no, it will. We just have to wait a couple years.
Okay, so it will happen.
In 10 years, 13 years, we will be back.
We will be running for president, co-presidents.
He'll be 36 and a half, and I'll be freshly turned 35.
But and that's the first rule we're going to change. Because enough
Drinking
of
and
these
driving?
Oh, well, yeah. But enough of these old presidents.
We want a baby
with
as
fucking
president.
dementia. It's ridiculous.
Can you believe that Egyptian... What do you think is the worst, like... I think a royal bloodline's pretty shitty because a royal bloodline's able to just like have a baby and then that baby becomes like the new king because it was born with a dick and balls, you know? I feel like that's not fair. Any thoughts?
What were you saying?
I said I think it's bullshit how, like, you remember way back when in like king and queen times or even like the, you know, like princes and you know, of Egypt or whatever, you know, shit like that. If you were like King Tut, you know, King Tut became king at like 12 or 10.
Really?
Yeah, look it up. How old
King
was
Tut?
King Tut? King Tut died at like 18, bro, 20.
Who's King Tut?
You know the name. Just, you know, King Tutankhamun. He was just like one of the first mummies or some shit we found. I don't know.
Nine years. So King Tutankhamun,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
also known as King Tut, was a pharaoh who ruled Egypt from 1332 to 23. BC, he ascended to the throne of Egypt as a child when he was 8 or 9 years old and was guided by several key figures, including the Grand Visor, and potentially Tut's maternal grandfather. I don't know that word. The commander.
And Horemheb, the commander. Yeah, but like, or like,
At
you know,
9.
some crazy old like 1800s, 1600s, you know, French king that became king at like 16.
Well, this is some crazy shit. Like 9 years old, you're gonna put this kid on. He doesn't even know what the fuck's going on.
But just because he was born in the royal family with a dick and balls, he's got to be king at 9 years old now. Do you think he wanted to be king?
Did his dad die like when he was 9? Is that what happened?
I don't fucking know.
Oh.
I don't know. Probably that's why he had to become king. Or why did he become king? I don't know.
I feel like at the end of the day, that would be a fucked up situation, but you'd probably be excited if you're a 9-year-old and you're the king.
Yeah, but at 9, what do you do? And it's not like you can just stay in your room and play Xbox all day.
Make me toys.
What kind of toys do you make at fucking 1200 BC, 1300
Yeah,
BC?
that must have been the most boring time. You just fucking woke up and went to sleep.
Did you get me new stick?
No stick?
You find stick?
No stick, yes.
This is for the king.
No stick. You're my no favorite. Go over here. Short stick.
You bring
to the
short
chopping
stick.
block.
Yeah, right. It's like you didn't get a good enough stick, chap.
And that's interesting, actually.
But like, you know, these young leaders, right? It's like it's different when you're like 20 or something, but like 9 is just way too young. And they thought it was a good idea. Like
Dude,
the
honestly,
commander didn't say to anybody, guys, he's fucking 9. Maybe let's, you know, died at 19. Oh my God, he died from malaria. Malaria has killed more than I think everything.
What is malaria? It's just a disease
that you get from mosquitoes, like a blood disease.
Ugh.
So, yeah, I'm pretty sure mosquitoes have the highest kill count in the
anybody?
history of the world.
Fucking dude, I think
Every
I'm allergic
animal-
to mosquitoes too, because those motherfuckers really do be getting you. You looking up if malaria is the number 1 killer?
Well, look, mosquito kill count.
Oh my God.
What
the
Mosquito-borne diseases kill about 725,000 people a year.
That is insane.
Are mosquitoes the deadliest animal? Mosquitoes are the deadliest animal in the world, killing an estimated 750,000 to 1 million people yearly.
Well, it's not necessarily an animal, I guess. It'd probably just be more of a...
Look, they carry lethal diseases like malaria, dengue fever,
Dong fever?
West Nile virus, and Zika virus. Those are some shitty fucking diseases and viruses.
They all
Those are
sound shitty.
Well, yeah, like I've heard of Zika, I've heard of West Nile virus, and I've heard of malaria. They're all terrible. They're not a fun time.
They all sound like a terrible time. I just feel like I did not know 725,000 people a year.
That's a year, and that's been happening since the first year.
And the first year probably killed more. Because fucking they didn't have any fucking recourse.
They didn't have any resistances built up.
Yeah, fuck no. That's
Isn't
fucking
that
insane.
Crazy how you can build up a resistance to things.
Yeah.
Like,
well, your body's a fucking marvel, dude. Your body heals
itself.
itself.
It's crazy because, like, you know, when people were crossing the seas and bringing over all those diseases and stuff into America when it first happened or whatever, it's like they would get sick and fucked up.
Yeah.
They would get sick and fucked up, like the people who brought the diseases. But they bring that disease where they already get sick and fucked up while they have an immunity. Like, they're already getting that fucked up with an immunity. And then to bring it into a fucking place that's never seen it before, it's honestly so crazy that that's how, like, the first American civilization was wiped out.
Yeah. Because Like you don't have that immunity built up, and you just.
But that's like the crazy part is like you can build an immunity.
Yeah.
Which is nuts. Like you can, like something can make you so sick, like a poison or a venom or something. But if you just take it in like really, really small doses or some bullshit, you can build up an immunity. Like that's crazy that your body can do that.
That is crazy, bro. That is fucking crazy that your body fucking heals itself. Like think about when.
Well, it's nuts, right? Like if you get a little paper cut, your finger will start healing itself immediately. You know?
Or if your organs start failing, other organs will start to like go into overdrive to try and protect them, or like your brain just like naturally starts like a computer.
We're the real quantum computers, and we always have been.
Or is it because we're in a simulation? Find out next week. No, honestly, I think that's a good portion to wrap it up.
A nice little cliffhanger to end it on.
Listen, this one's gonna be a little bit shorter than our typical podcast, but next week we're gonna have our first guest on the pod.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be a very special episode indeed.
It's gonna be our 10th episode, our 10th week, putting out an episode every single week, motherfucker.
We do this for you guys, by the way.
We do it for you.
We do it for you guys.
Please, guys,
you
if you
get entertained,
if you've made it to this point, please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Also, leave a comment letting us know. And if you leave a comment and you're watching this right now, leave the comment. The word is going to be banana. So if you're seeing this, banana, write in the comments right now.
Banana. Once again, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and we will catch you guys on the next episode. Later.
See ya.